Good morning one and all, hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching. Big thanks to Sue Shopland, who's put out a few call outs for my new channel. Big thanks to her. Let's get this started. This Ferrari 640 is driven by Nigel Mansell. Right then, as you can see, we've got the first sprue. This is the main body parts. I've got a sander, sponge sander, not a Tamiya one, it's one that I found at local auto factors, and it seems to do a really good job. But unfortunately, some dimwit, that would be me, forgot to cancel out the microphone on my camera, so you can hear all the scratching and scraping and everything, and I do apologise for that. This is an old model. It's got to go back to 1989, 1990, but the moulding is still very good. It's not bad at all. It's a model I made as a kid, I'll admit it, and I wanted to revisit it. And now I've got airbrushes and compressors and all the stuff. I should be able to do a better job than I did when I was in my teens. Right, I'm going to start getting them off the sprues now. I've got my Mr. Hobby nippers. I find these better than the Tamiya ones. I've got a pair of Tamiya, but I hardly use them. As you can see, there's still the nubs on the side. Out with the Ultimate Modelling Products sanders. Let's get everything as flat as possible. Yes, it is worth taking your time. A few extra minutes in preparation does lead to a better finish, as I taught myself when I did the Sierra Cosworth. I apologise for my hands and everything. I'm right this moment, I'm very busy with my mum not being very well still. She's making very slow progress, unfortunately. So it's been a while since I've uploaded this video, a few days, because I've been flat out, unfortunately. Right, as you can see, I've concentrated on the edges. That's the roughest of the sanders. Yep. When you get after getting close, when you wear strong spectacles, you tend to take them off. I have got a visor for close at work, but there's just times when you need to let your eyes get in close and do it for yourself. Back on that sponge sander, roughing the plastic up, basically just giving the paint something to grip onto. Looks a treat. They were on special offer. It's a local car factors, I can't remember the name of them now, in Wolverhampton. I went in for some thinners, some acetone and normal thinners to clean the airbrush out, and they're on special offer, so I picked a couple up. They work a treat, they really do. I mean, the Tamiya ones are probably better for modelling, but for just roughing up bodywork, they did the trick. You can see the paintwork's getting lighter, and I'm just getting the worst out. Onto a slightly less abrasive sander. Just refining the plastic where the nubs have been sanded down, trying to get it a bit smoother. But it's taking shape, as you can see. I'm all fingers and thumbs at the moment, so bear with me. Obviously a bit more that needs a stronger sanding. That's it, we're getting better, we're getting nearer. That's that bit done. And after that, it was on to some bits that I could glue together before painting. Bits that didn't need to be undercoated, as this body and the parts will be done. And here we are. I've spent some time gluing the back wing together. I wanted to get that done before it got any paint on it. Went together a treat. A little bit fiddly. Now this is the bit I hate. Those two bits on the side of the engine have to be painted, so I couldn't get into building the engine quicker. Yeah, not happy. Not happy at all. Right, onto the engine, because the engine has the uprights for the rear wing. Just getting, same as on the body, getting the knobs sanded down, getting everything flat. Got some other types of sanders. The first that I brought, if I remember right, I had them from Mike's Models up near Sutton Cardfield area. Well, it's King Stanley, I think it is actually. I do use a bit of a mix of sanders, but as you get tools around you jump from one to the other. Whatever you feel is right for the job. I use that because there's a few tight areas on the engine. There's a few nubs around the back end where the gearbox housing would be on the real car. And just preparation. It takes ages, but you get a better job for it in the end. And these bits I eventually ended up hand painting. I've worked out that to get the right finish with using a paintbrush, you've got to thin the paint out properly. When I first started this hobby, it was just like buy X18 semi-gloss, use a paintbrush, and couldn't work out why it kept coming out with a gloss finish. Well, I know I've learned the hard way. And of course, YouTube has been a big help because it's a way of finding out how other people do it. You learn off others to get a better job yourself. There we are. We are using, let me find it so I can give it the proper name. It's Ammo Extra Thin Cement. I brought back from me last time I visited Domino Models in Belgium. A shop that if you ever get the chance to go abroad, it's worth a visit. It's in a lovely little village in the middle of back of nowhere, but wow, what a shop. Extra thin as well, mean you can push everything together. It uses the capillary action, and you can see the marks on my hands from my previous job working in the waste industry. And there's the glue I'm using. And that's the main block sides put together. Just put another seam glue down the middle. Make sure everything's nice and solid glued together. After all, we want to do a proper job on it, don't we? As quality controllers will tell you, right first time is the best way. And yes, I did used to work industrial waste. That's why I've got marks all over my hands and my arms. I've been scraped and scrubbed left, right and centre. Right then, there's the block done. And the gearbox housing and the rear upright for the rear wing that I've built. That bit will be hand painted. The wing will be sprayed. Doing that later today. Right, chassis and wing parts and bits that have got to be airbrushed. Taking them off the second sprue. These are little fiddly intricate bits. Can't see what they are. Oh, those are the drive shafts. Just waiting to see what needs to be sanded off. Or if I can just nip it off with my nippers. Those are going to go onto the block. After all, the power's got to be transmitted to the gearbox, and then the gearbox got to transmit the power to the wheels. And it ain't going to do it without drive shafts. I know I'm sounding like a bit of a soft lad, but it's just what it is. It's the truth. This was bits I was doing while other parts were sitting about. I couldn't get me airbrush on because me extractor and the air feed would upset the family, and it was late in the day, so didn't want to be doing that. But there we are. A few little bits done on the side whilst others waiting for space to do the painting. That bit's done. Thumbs up off me. Right then, Mr. Surfacer 1500 Pink by Mr. Hobby. That's my go-to undercoat for this model. and we're into the spray booth. That's been thinned down 50-50 with Mr. Hobby thinners, leveling thinners. I'll put it into one of the clear spare jars you can buy. I'm struggling with the camera a bit here. But I mix them, then I put it into a vortex mixer, tip it into my airbrush, and we're good to go. There we are, we've got the side piece, part of the vase shape that was synonymous with the Ferrari F189, also known as the chassis code 640, designed in the UK by John Barnard. It was also the first car to use a semi-automatic gearbox, which is now de rigueur in Formula 1, Indy cars, Le Mans cars, and even road cars. Really is a case of what's the technology that starts in Formula 1 eventually finds its way down into our everyday lives. Taping the other side on, same thing again. Get the pink primer on, because this is the best coloured primer for red paint. The next bit I will be painting the bodywork with the top coat, getting some decals down, using the Zero Paints pre-2004 Ferrari red. And just like with the paint, with the thing is, I'm just building up levels, thin coats, and then slightly heavier and slightly heavier. I'm being a bit of an idiot, so I've got my earphones and I'm listening to some music off YouTube, and I've muted the camera microphone so you're not getting any weird scraping and scrawping noises. Like I said, I'm not an advanced modeller. I'm getting better, and practice makes perfect, but there we are. The red's disappearing in favour of pink. It seems weird painting a Ferrari pink. Looks more like the old Racing Point colours, but it's all about preparation. And once this is down, dried for a day or two, sanded off, it'll give a brilliant base for the red to come through once it's painted on. I do apologise for lack of uploads for the last few days. As I said, my mum's been slowly getting better. She's had a few bad days, so I've had to prioritise that. But there will be more videos to come. Hopefully today I'll get a bit of a break and I can get some paint down and get some decals on. But anyway, all I can say is thank you very much for watching. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I do these voiceovers on the fly. I've got no cheat sheets or anything written down to say. It's done on the go. Right, I will see you in the next episode when I upload it. I hope you're all well and have yourselves a good day. Look after yourselves and look after each other. I'm really enjoying this now, and I hope my voiceovers are getting better as I'm getting a bit more confident. See you soon. Bye bye.